Hello, my name is Georgia Overbeck and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a what I eat in a day, high protein on a plant-based diet. If you enjoy this video and would like to see a second part, please let me know because I love filming these types of videos. Let's get into today's eats. So for breakfast, I'm going to make some blueberry baked oats. So I'm going to start with half a cup of quick oats. Whole oats or grind them into oat flour, but I'm gonna keep them whole. And then a quarter cup of milk of choice. I'm using oat milk. I'm gonna do a sprinkle of salt, some cinnamon, and baking powder. Probably about a teaspoon. Now just mix this up. I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes while I get my baking dish prepared so that the oats can soak up the liquid. This is the oat milk that I'm using. So I have a little Pyrex dish here lined with parchment paper, and I'm going to pour this in there now. Spread it out. And I'm going to top it with a quarter cup of fresh blueberries. Now I'm gonna bake this at 350 degrees for starting at 12 minutes, and I'll see how cooked it is at that point. I checked the baked oatmeal at 12 minutes and it wasn't quite to the cookedness, doneness that I wanted. So I put it back in and I have it in there for 20 minutes total now. While that's baking, if you've seen my videos before, you know I love to make like a frosting or a glaze with Magnum's Quattro Vegan. So that's what I'm gonna do for this because it's delicious, adds some extra texture, and it adds protein. So I have about 40 grams of Quattro Vegan here, and I'm just gonna mix it with some water to form that glaze slash cream consistency. So this is kind of the consistency that I am looking for. Now I have my baked oats, which I'm going to put out on a plate. This is what it looks like. I'm going to drizzle our protein glaze on top. And for toppings, I have more blueberries, and then some hemp seeds and almonds. Last step is gonna be some more cinnamon. Beautiful. I'm on my second cup of coffee. And this is the Mountain Thunder Peaberry coffee that my dad and I got when we went to a coffee tasting and a coffee farm last weekend. And I vlogged it, that is going to be in my next vlog. The coffee is very delicious. Now, let's do a taste test of this baked oatmeal. First of all, I love the mixture of the warm blueberries with the fresh blueberries. This recipe is also not dry at all. It's very nice and soft. It kind of tastes like a freshly baked cookie or something. The added cinnamon on top, I definitely recommend doing that. Overall, this is really good. It's my dad's last morning here before he goes back to Vancouver. So we're planning on going to the beach this morning. But before that, I'm gonna take like my just regular vitamins and supplements, and I'll show you what I'm gonna take. So this is different than what I would take before a workout. Here's our beautiful vitamin and supplement cupboard. And yes, that is all of my Quattro Vegan protein powder. So again, this is just gonna be like regular vitamins and supplements, not what I would take before a workout. Okay, so my vitamin and supplements that I'm taking right now, this is the first one. It's a calcium with vitamin D. Then I have this one, which is turmeric ginger, Magnum's Main Brain, and Magnum's Primer. Now, something that I've been wanting to talk about for a little while is people often ask me if I do take Magnum's supplements because they are made with gelatin, which is not vegan. And this might be something controversial, and I've thought about it a lot. But the main reason that I decided to eat more plant-based was for my health. And then it was kind of like the environment and the animals were secondary benefits from that. And so I thought about it a lot and I was like, do I take them? Do I not? And again, I went back to my why of being plant-based for me is for my health. And I know that these supplements are going to improve my health and my fitness. So yes, I do take Magnum supplements, even though they have gelatin in them. And that's why I call myself plant-based rather than vegan, because I know that I'm not perfect. I do my best, and I'm proud of how much I can do, not eating meat, eggs, and things like that. But yes, since I did go plant-based for my health, I do take Magnum supplements, and that's just what I wanted to say. If you think I'm less of a plant-based person because of that, that's your opinion, and I can have mine. We just got back from the beach, and we have class, our Ultimate Fit Dance, in about 40 minutes. So I'm gonna have one of these Misfits protein bars. This is the chocolate cookie butter flavor. I like to have this usually like an hour to 30 minutes before my workout for a little bit of extra energy. Class is done and it's time to make some lunch. I'm gonna go with something super simple, like a plain macro bowl. So I'm gonna do some quinoa, I'm gonna saute this zucchini, and then I'm also gonna grill some tofu. I recently started cooking my tofu on this stovetop grill pan, and it's changed the tofu game for me. I love this pan so much, it's so good. And then for the zucchini, I just cooked them in a pan and covered them, and I added a little bit of water in the bottom to kind of steam them. I also added some sesame seeds on top of the quinoa. After cooking the zucchini for a little while, the water will have evaporated, and then the zucchini will start to look a little bit golden brown. And this is how the tofu's looking. I added some pink salt as well on top because I was just sweating a lot and I wanted to replenish my sodium. This has kind of been my go-to lunch over the past couple of days. Some sort of veggie with quinoa and then tofu, of course. And I'll either grill my tofu or I'll keep it raw. If you missed it, I made a video last week with 8 different ways you can use tofu that you've probably not thought of yet. So make sure to check that out. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the gym now since we didn't go this morning, and I'm working glutes and hamstrings. So it's time for me to take my pre-workout supplements. I'm not actually going to be taking pre-workout, like a caffeinated one, because it's now almost 3 p.m. But I am going to take Mimic, Big C, DNA, HMB, and Volume. And these all support muscle growth and strength training and recovery as well. And as always, Magnum supplements are linked down below. I just got back from the gym. I worked glutes and hamstrings, as I was saying before. And now I'm going to have a protein shake to increase my daily protein intake over the day. And of course, I'm having Magnum's Quattro Vegan. This is how I like to make my protein shake. It's not anything special, but this is how I like to do it. So I have a glass here of water. And I'm gonna add a scoop of Quattro Vegan to that, which is about 29 grams. Then I take this frother and I just mix that up. Then I add ice because I like mine super cold. And that's how I have my protein shake. Excuse this horrible lighting, but it's time for dinner and I'll show you what I made. First of all, I'm snacking on some baby carrots. And then for dinner, I have some quinoa, sauerkraut, tofu, zucchini, frozen broccoli, which I heat up in the microwave. And then I topped it with some hemp hearts and salt. Very simple, but that's the kind of dinner that I like to make, something easy and quick that is high protein, high in fiber and veggies, and is gonna keep me full. Before bed, I took a supplement from Magnum called G-Spring, which just helps you sleep better. And that was the end of my day of eating and drinking and supplementing, I guess. Thank you so much for watching this video. That totaled out to about 145 grams of protein. I hope that you got some inspiration and maybe some new recipes to try. Again, if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you were to subscribe, also make sure to check out my podcast, All About Health, as well as my Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok for more content from me. Have a fabulous day.